today we are making these guys. These are beef chuck riblets from Walmart. First time I've actually made these, and I thought these would be a great video for the channel because I think these are very common at Walmarts, but most people don't. I haven't seen these cooked on a, in a quote-unquote barbecue, situation before, so I figured they're cheap. I think these were 11 bucks for the whole pack. And, if they suck, they suck. If they don't, well, I found something good for pretty inexpensive. So let's get these bad boys opened and seasoned up, and, we'll go from there. Out of the cryovac. So obviously these are not Texas style beef short ribs in the way that people are think of when they think of beef ribs. And you can't expect them to be. But I will say, this particular set of the two looks really stinking good. These look like there's a little bit of shiners in there, but frankly, it's still really not bad. There's some good meaty bits there, but there's definitely a bit of hard fat on this one that I do want to trim off a little bit. Yeah, that's all just hard fat. That's the best way to get this today. Yeah, it's just all when the fat flakes off, that's how you know it's not really the kind of fat that you're looking for. There we go. Alright. So yeah, that was a little fattier than I expected it to be, frankly. But alright. So seasoning. Keeping it pretty simple with my house-made rub, which is basically salt, pepper, garlic, and Lowry's seasoned salt. Pretty pepper heavy, but not terribly. I'm just going to go in a nice even coat across one at a time on these. But a pretty heavy coat because this isn't super duper salty. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how we are seasoning our ribs. Nice and heavy coat. Alright, then on the smoker they go. Top rack of my Traeger. I do have a little bit of a smoke tray down there. Thermoprobe meter just to double check everything, and we should be check back in a couple hours, really. That's how long we're gonna let them go. I'm gonna guess probably about 2 hours, so see you then. Well, about an hour and a half in. I know I said I'd check in 2 hours, but an hour and a half in, these guys aren't looking too bad. Not as mahogany as I was hoping for, a little more on the brown side, which is a little interesting, but my smoke tray's kind of run out, which is okay. You can obviously see there's still smoke rolling off of this thing, but so far so good. Happy with how they look. I'm probably going to spritz them here in a little bit just to keep them moist. They are looking a little dry, but check back in a little while. Well, ladies and gents, we are 5 hours into this cook. It took way longer than I was expecting, but I think we are almost there. We are probing 192, 194, feeling very tender over here, but on this side we are not quite there. Still feeling a little bit tight. This guy's definitely close. Still tight on this side. Even though we're pushing 200 over here. Interesting. I'm gonna let them roll just a little bit longer. I think maybe another 20 minutes will have it done. But alright, let's take what I hope to be our last peek at these. That is looking good to me. Let's check some temps and I think it'll be time to pull these off. Where are we now? $197. Yes, I know this thing takes forever. Yeah, we're feeling tender. 196, 197, 203, 202. Yep. These bad boys are done, so get them off the pit, get them inside, maybe wrap them up a little bit, just let them sit for a while before we slice on in. Well, here they are in all of their beef chuck riblet glory. Frankly, I think they look pretty darn good for as inexpensive as they are, and I think they're also of nice size, realistically. Like, you know, a full rack of beef ribs is pretty stinking big, but I'm gonna cut into these and see what they look like. I mean, I got it left to lose. I got a nice, really crunchy bark. And now I did leave the membrane on, so that I'm definitely feeling that. But let's give that a good look there, because frankly, that looks juicy. Feels pretty tender. Well, I mean, let's keep on going. Oh, yeah. Gotta get through that membrane. Yeah, buddy, that one looks even better. Now, the one thing with the membrane on beef ribs is some people will say to leave it on because you want, that to actually hold the ribs together. And when, especially with beef plate ribs, short ribs, whatever you want to call them. Oh my gosh, the fat is rendered. Pause that thought. I mean, it is just juicy. And hot. But let me tell you, beef chuck riblets, that, my friend, right there, is what you're getting from Walmart. Both of these was $10 or 11. Correct me, or 11. But I am mighty excited for this. Oh, let's give one of these guys a whirl. I'm kind of excited. It looks fatty, looks juicy, rendered. Again, I think these were $11 for the pack of, realistically, 2 4-bone riblets, whatever you want to call them. Look at that bark. It's a good looking bark. Go on in. Mm-hmm. Not bad. I feel like I could have let them go a little longer. I mean, they were already longer than I thought they were, but I thought they were going to be. But honestly, it's still nice and tender, still really good. I mean, that's a clean bite to the bone. I mean, hey, that tastes really good. I will be buying more of these in the future. The fat is perfectly rendered, what was left of it. I mean, there's still some pull. You know, there's still some chew to it. So, either I could have gone longer. Oh, look at that. The fat waterfall there. Just, like, they could have gone a little bit longer. But, honestly, I feel like it could have dried it out a little bit. And I'm pretty happy with where these ended up. A little pepper down the wrong pipe. Ah. That's just delicious, man. Juicy, tender. Realistically, the right amount of smoke. I like the smoke level on this is good for being a pellet grill rack of ribs. I mean, this was on my Traeger Pro 575 with Bear Mountain apple pellets. And I do like the apple on this because it's not as like pungent of a smoke as like a hickory is. It's there, but it's not like a sucker punch kind of smoked flavor. So that's good, man. But well, that, my friends, is beef chuck riblets from Walmart. And I think, all things considered, these turned out really good. They're one of the cheaper cuts you can get. I encourage you to try it. Until next time, I will catch you later. Peace.